Welcome everyone. Today we're going to put together our second Sunseeker rolling raised garden bed. Here's the first one we did. We just love it. It's attractive, it's clean, made of vinyl. It should hold up well. And it's on wheels, so we can move it wherever we want. The price wasn't bad at all. I think they were around 150, somewhere around there. Comes in this nice box, very heavy actually, heavy duty. The reason we went with this was because here in Central Florida where we live, it's really hard to grow things, especially in summertime. So we wanted to give this a try. The heat, the sun, the bugs, the mold, the poor soil. We figured that if there's a hurricane, we can roll this indoors, keep it outside the rest of the time. We can monitor the sun out, under the patio or out in the yard, anywhere. The other good thing is that we're not making anything that might turn out to be an eyesore in the yard. We can roll this to one spot, move it to another spot to mow. This wasn't too hard to put together. There were a couple of things that we thought maybe could have been done a little bit better to make things easier for people. We took off those side rails. You can either do it on the long side or on the ends. It seemed virtually impossible to screw some of the screws in with those on. You mark down 1 inch and then you put the side on, and you can either start screwing right then and there with these self-augering screws, or you can drill the pilot holes deeper, which is what we did because that really helped. It's real hard to use the electric drill to actually screw in the self-augering screws because with the sidewall in, it wouldn't let you screw it in straight. So we just used manual screwdrivers. There we are, lining it up so we can screw it in. Putting the ends on now. This is a nice size. It's about 2 feet by 4 feet. It's about 10 inches deep. Even without a power drill, it was kind of hard to get the angle in to screw them together. And the last side's going on. And we're putting the side rails back on that will hold the supports. You don't have to take the side rails off each side. Just 2 of the sides, either the ends or the sides. What's really nice is these casters that they provided all have locks on them. So when you go to screw them in, you want them to be in the locked position, otherwise they'll just spin freely. The last step is to put in the supports that will hold the slats for the bottom. You'll notice there's a little bit of space at the ends. We think that that would let water run through. We haven't filled it so much yet that we've noticed water running out the bottom, but we're going to try that soon. We definitely need to have drainage. And there you have it. We went and got weed control cloth that was chemical free and wouldn't harm plants to help hold the soil in, just in case it starts to run out. Also cleaner, if we ever want to completely change the soil, we just have to lift this cloth out, take the whole contents out and start again. Hopefully we won't be doing that for a long time, if ever. This Florida sun makes it necessary to add a little more perlite and maybe some more sand to the soil too, to keep it light and well draining. Otherwise you tend to get mold. So we've added a little bit more here. We may also add some peat moss to help hold the water in across the top maybe. So we chose a compact tomato variety to try that has cherry tomatoes. We think that it's deep enough we could still put a small tomato cage around it. We'll find out. We also got risky and decided to plant some basil and some sugar snap peas, even though we think these would probably grow better in the winter here. Still going to try it. The fact that we can move these beds around makes us think that maybe we could be successful. We can get them only some sun per day. We can get them out of the sun if necessary, in the sun if necessary. What's nice about these beds is you can move them around the yard. We decided we would put some pavers in and put those pavers underneath the wheels so that if it rains you won't find this sinking into the soil very much. So right now they're on the patio, but we're gonna probably move them out. Basil might bolt with when the heat gets going here, another month or so, but we'll see what we can do. If it bolts, we'll collect the seeds and plant it again. We're also going to trim down that fabric just to the edge a little bit. Whenever you plant, of course, you always want to water things in, planting or transplanting. Also planted a couple green bell peppers because they did okay for us last summer here. Put that in the first one that we built. So there's some old okra that made it through the winter.